Welcome to Texas for the running of the Ford 200. On the pole for today's race is Jonathan Rains, and to the outside is Tyler Lyman. Griffin Lynn is third, Luke Rainey is fourth, and Brayson Collins is fifth as the car did not get going. Let's see who that is. As Dan Banksy starts all the way back here, it was Jay Barker who didn't get going. Dan Banks, your points leader, coming in today, and he's going to start basically last. Now he'll move up to 26th, but it was 28th before Jay Barker had that problem. So Bandon gonna have to try and find a way up to the front. He's finished top 5 in every race so far this season. He's gonna try and keep that alive here today, but gonna have some work to do as the pace car will make the left-hand turn on the pit road. 21 laps, so a quick race here at Texas Motor Speedway. Rains, Lyman front rows. They come down to the quad oval. Green flag in the air. As they come down the backstretch, saw on that start, Rains a big push from Griffin Lynn to get him out front. 3 wide behind, and Jonathan Rains clears the whole pack, and he will lead lap number 1. Brayson Collins charging with Jeff Bright behind him. Collins trying to get underneath the 09, couldn't get it done right there. Got a big run onto the back of that 15 car. Look at the run that 09 has. Yeah, big push from Jeff Bright in the 5 there. And that helped him get up there. Is the front 3 now clear? Collins again, Jeff Bright. Yeah, here comes Bright for second. Ooh, close as they go into 1 and 2. It looks like he's going to get underneath Collins and get to second. This all happening, though, behind Jonathan Rains, who's continuing to pull away. As these guys battle behind him side by side. Jeff Bright will get to the second position through 3 and 4. Levi Shones is coming. Christian Merrick Jr. also here. As now look at Shones underneath Bright. So as soon as Bright got to second, he's going to lose it just as quickly. As here comes the 69 Jay Barker off of pit road. Shones trying to grab second. Jeff Bright with a run off the top just a little bit there. Can he clear Shones? It doesn't look like that's going to happen. As Jay Barker's had the lap car watch him. And Bright does clear. Barker staying down the apron, trying to stay on the apron, trying to get out of the way. He's come back down pit road, so obviously problems still on that 69, but he stayed out of the way. That's a good job there. So Collins and Griffin Lynn now battling. Here comes Jeff Bright for the race lead. He's on the back bumper of Rains. Jonathan Rains has led every lap so far. Now they are 3 wide behind. As Bright, oh, he's on the back bumper. He's really close. Oh, they're wrecking behind the 10. I think that was hard to the inside wall, possibly the 44. The caution will come out for the 52 and 44 who wreck hard. Rains able to haul off a challenge from Jeff Bright. And Jonathan Rains leads us back to the yellow. Let's see what happens. Stuart Gratton, it looked like, spun along with the 52 of Derek Bouchard. We saw this 3 wide, and you can see Stuart Gratton is up the track. He's going to hit the wall, come down into, I think that's John Gammon, the 68. Back up, Anthony Rodriguez, and then Derek Bouchard nowhere to go. And Dan Bannon, your points leader, just misses what could have been horrible for him. He actually has an onboard, and we'll have to see it, as that was a hard hit to the inside wall for Stuart Gratton. Let's look at another angle of it. There's another one. From a faraway view, you see right there, they're going up to the wall, they come down. That's a hard hit for the 44. Alright, now let's go on board with Dan Bannon in the 11. He was back here. He's been at the back of the pack all day long, pretty much last. And he's able to narrowly avoid a disaster. Yeah, that could have been horrible for his points lead. It's 90 points. So Jonathan Rains led them back to the yellow, and he will lead us back to the green flag. We'll go back around lap number 10 with 12 laps to go, and Stuart Gratton is out of the race, and Jay Barker is 3 laps down. He should be to the inside for this restart. So there's 27 cars on the lead lap, and Jonathan Rains in the race lead. Jeff Bright second. Here comes Jay Barker. Third is Levi Shones in the 32. Fourth is Griffin Lynn, and fifth is Brayson Collins. Sixth, you got Christian Merrick Jr. Seventh is Eli Bright. Eighth, Jack Marshall. Ninth, Jim Gambit. And rounding out your top 10 is Jake Moss. 11th is Josh Crash. 12th is Tyler Lyman. 13th is Evan Rudd. 14th, Luke Rainey. 15th is Jake West. JT Hanley, who won last race, is 16th. 17th is Riley Spraytube. 18th, Anthony Wendler. 19th, Larry Bouchard Jr. And Paul Mank is 20th. 21st is John West. 22nd is Brandon Butler, who is second in points. So your points leader is not doing too well here. 23rd is Trey Rainey. 24th is John Gammett. 25th, Anthony Rodriguez. Dan Bannon in 26th. And then 27th is Derek Bouchard. That's your field for this restart. Of course, 28th, Jay Parker to the inside. Doesn't have damage, so you should be able to get going. But who does that hold up? Does it hold up the front two? Does Jonathan Rains get clear and hold up Jeff Bright? I don't know. A lot of possibilities here as they come down the front stretch to see the restart. Car coming down pit road. Looks like a black car. It might be Jim Gambit in the 22. Green flag back in the air. It looks like the 92 tire lineman. And Jay Barker with a really good restart right there. Yeah, it's tire lineman in the 92 come down. Barker going to stay to the inside of Rains, and this is going to help Levi Shones in third, who gets to the inside of Bright. As they now come side by side down the backstretch. Griffin Lynn trying to make it 3 wide. He couldn't hold it. Jonathan Rains off the top. Now here comes Levi Shones. Gets split Jay Parker into the middle. And now Shones 3 wide to the bottom will take the race lead from Jonathan Rains. The first time Rains has not led this whole race. Shones now out front. Now watch Jonathan Rains up here in the 3 wide. He could bounce down and hit the wall. Trying to feather the throttle, but Jeff Bright gets spun. Behind Evan Rudd is down the apron. He comes back up into Anthony Wendler, into JT Hanley. Wendler into the 42, the 42 into the 30, and the wrecking. Hard hit for 4 cars. The 3, the 42, the 10, and the 30. Caution comes down. They were side by side from the line. They give it to Levi Shones by inches. But that wreck took a while to unfold. We'll show you every part of it. As first Jeff Bright hit the wall, and then it just kept happening, chain reaction. Here it is there in a 3 wide. You see Jeff Bright up top. He's going to hit the wall right here coming off the corner. He comes down to Jack Marshall. They do not wreck as they get down to Evan Rudd. Bright able to control the car. Jack Marshall does the same. And then Evan Rudd down the apron. He's able to control it. But then he comes right back up. And this is where it gets bad. You see he comes up, hits Anthony Wendler. Wendler gets up into JT Hanley, the Texas native. Wendler trying to save the car now. He almost does. And then Riley Spurley comes along with nowhere to go and hits Larry Bouchard Jr. And then they go down onto the apron and spin. Then they come up into Anthony Wendler, who has nowhere to go, and they hit hard. Wendler up on his side. And Anthony Rodriguez, you're a Daytona winner, involved. So many things happened there. It's gone aboard with Rodriguez, who won at Daytona, as he was just beside Dan Bannon. Now it's gone aboard Dan Bannon, your points leader, able to avoid another one and gain some more positions. And then one more with the 48 Brand Butler, who's right now second in points. Back to line first was Levi Shones, but barely. We'll have to show you this race back and see. Look how close it really was. By that view, it looks like the 99 led them back, but according to, or I guess according to scoring, it was the 32 at first, but then they gave it to the 99 because I guess the scoring was wrong. So the 99 of Griffin Lynn leads back to the green flag. Here we go. We'll go back in lap number 16, possibly a final restart of the day. The car's out because of that. Tire lineman, remember when he came down pit road, tire issue on the 92 takes him out of this race. Colin McGovern, or next, oh my gosh, I keep doing that. Riley Spurley Tube is out. Anthony Rodriguez, Larry Bouchard Jr., and Anthony Wendler are all out of this race. 22 cars are going to be on the lead lap for this. Our restart late in the race with Griffin Lynn out front, Levi Shones second. They were, I would say, tied across the line. If anything, it was like 0.02 of a second. Third, Christian Merrick Jr. Fourth is Eli Bright. And fifth is Jim Garrett, CJ Barker, the lap car in between. Sixth is Jonathan Rains. Seventh is Josh Crash. Eighth, Brayson Collins. Ninth, Jack Marshall, who has some damage after making contact with Jeff Bright, who is 10th. And the 17th, Evan Rudd. Luke Rainey's 11th. 12th is Jake Moss. 13th, JT Hanley. 14th, Evan Rudd. And 15th is Paul Minnick. So that's your top 15 for this restart. I think it will be our final one here today on lap number 16. Anything can happen with 6 laps to go. And it's going to be a wild race to the finish. Who wins at Texas? The pace car into pit road. Green flag back in the air. Who wins at Texas? Griffin Lynn an okay restart, but Levi Schoen's got a good one, but Christian Merrick Jr. says, I'm going to the bottom lane. He's trying to take second from Schoens. He's going to get it easily through 1 and 2. Now can Schoens get down in third? He cannot. Eli Bright with a full head of steam in the 9 car. Now here comes Christian Merrick Jr. with a great run down the backstretch to get inside of Griffin Lynn. The 75 will go to the race lead at Texas, coming to 5 laps to go. But here comes Eli Bright in the 9. It's not been a good season for Bright. Now he's to the inside. The battle is for the race lead. Christian Merrick Jr. up top. Eli Bright down low. We're going to keep it green another lap. That they are 3 wide behind. Jay Parker's lap car, I believe, down to the bottom. No, that's Josh Crash. He's coming up. And look at the run for Christian Merrick Jr. off the top. He's going to clear Eli. Now can Eli mount a charge? 4 laps to go. They are 3 wide, possibly even 4 wide. Luke Rainey with an aggressive move to the bottom. They make it. And now Luke Rainey's going to gain positions from this. He has JT Hanley pushing him through. But tight down on the bottom. Jim Gambit up top can't hold the middle lane right now, working for Brayson Collins as they come to the line with 3 laps to go. Eli Bright's on the back bumper. Christian Merrick Jr. looking to the inside again in 1 and 2. He draws even with Merrick as they come down the back stretch. And around goes Levi Schoens. Does that bring out the yellow? No one got... Oh, caution out. Cars shoot back up the track. This will be the race. Christian Merrick Jr. off the top. Eli Bright down bottom. Who wins at Texas as they come to the line? Christian Merrick Jr. will. With 2 laps to go, that's going to be the race. Jack Marshall, a ton of damage. Levi Schoens, John West, Derek Bouchard got spun around. As a hard hit for many drivers, some cars shot back up the track. Let's see what happened. Look at this just battle back here. See Levi Schoens up top. He's going to get the wall. Jim Gambit does a little bit in front of him. Schoens comes off the wall into Paul Minnick, into Evan Rudd. They go down and hit the inside wall hard, and you can see the caution comes out for Paul Minnick behind them, who's spun sideways. Then Schoens comes right back up the track after hitting the wall, into Jack Marshall, into John West, Derek Bouchard. That is a hard hit for those guys. Hoping everyone's okay after that hard wreck. We have seen some hard hits at Texas before, and this one, another one. Look at this in real time. See how vicious it is as Levi Schoens can't control the car. He was actually fine when he came back up the track, but that happened. And caution was going to be thrown either way, whether for the 6 or for that big crash. And by a little less than a car length, Christian Merrick Jr. takes the caution flag with the race lead as Jack Marshall. Ton of damage to that 40 car. As the white flag is out, final lap for Christian Merrick Jr. in the 75. It looks like he's going to pick up a win here at Texas. Dan Bandon, who is your points leader coming into today, is going to end up 15th, so a good recovery for him. I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to keep the points lead over Brandon Butler, who finishes only 3 spots better in 12th. But that will be the first race that Dan Bandon has not finished in the top 5 this season. So very impressive there for Dan Bandon. A great season for him. He's going to try and hold the points lead. But right now it's all about Christian Merrick Jr. as he rounds 3 and 4 with the race lead. Eli Bright made a charge. Maybe if he had one more lap, he would have been able to do something with Christian Merrick Jr. Instead, Merrick comes out on top. As they come off of turn 4, Christian Merrick Jr. leads Eli Bright. He's going to be able to do it. Christian Merrick Jr. will win the Ford 200 here at Texas Motor Speedway as he comes across the line. There it is. Christian Merrick Jr. wins, Eli Bright second, and the rest of the cars come across the line. Let's check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Ford 200 at Texas. There were 3 caution flags for 10 laps, 3 lead changes among 4 different drivers, and it was Christian Merrick Jr. who won the race. He led 6 laps. Second, Eli Bright, who lost by about 3/4 of a car length. If he had one more lap, it possibly could have been his race. Third, Josh Crash. Fourth, Brayson Collins, and Luke Rainey comes up to 5th. JT Hanley started 6th, ends up 6th. That's a Texas native right there. 7th, Jake West. 8th was Jonathan Rains, who led the most laps, started on pole, led 9 laps. Griffin Lynn led 4 laps, ended up 9th. And 10th, Jim Gambit So there's your top 20. See, your points leader, Dan Band, finishes 15th. It's enough to keep the points lead, although he loses some points to Brandon Butler. I think it was, he had a 90-point lead coming in. I think it's down to 81 points. So nothing terrible there. As 23 cars finished the race running, somehow Jack Marshall, he was coasting around on the apron, spewing oil and smoke everywhere. He ends up finishing the race one lap down, but he finishes the race. All right, now let's go to the point standings. Here are the point standings after Texas, after 6 of our 20 races, and it's Dan Band who still has the points lead over Brandon Butler in second. Brandon Butler chipped away at the points lead, now 81 points. Christian Merrick Jr. with that first win of the season moves up to third. Griffin Lynn in fourth. Anthony Rodriguez is fifth. Brayson Collins is sixth. Eli Bright seventh. Eighth is Anthony Wendler. Ninth, Josh Crash, and 10th, Paul Minnick. So there's your top 20. You see 5 of our winners right now in the top 20. JT Hanley being your last in 16th with 2 good races too. JT Hanley has moved up into the top 20 in points, and that just shows how a few good races can get you back into championship contention. As you can see right now, I think the top 3 right now have the best shot. And still, Dan Band has led no laps this season, even though he is the points leader. That's just insane to think about. Your other winner is down here in the 21st position. That is Riley Spurley-Tube in the 42, who's not had a great race, a great stretch of races. He's trying to rebound at the next race, which is the Aaron's 200 at Talladega. See you guys then.